Hello, my name is Allison Corman, and welcome to my podcast, 10 Minutes to Less Suffering. And the name of today's podcast is How Can We Manifest Our Dreams in 2026? And this is actually a question I often get towards the end of the year. How could I change my life? How could I make my dreams come true? How could I find the relationship that I desire? How could I create these things in the year to come? And what's so interesting about manifesting is that it has several elements to it. And a lot of us know what our dreams are. A lot of us know how we want our businesses to grow, how much money we want to make, the house we want to buy, the friendships that would satisfy us, the love that we welcome into our lives. And I always say that what you seek is seeking you. So a lot of things that you desire are coming from a place on the infinite field of possibilities. So being aware of it, putting it out there. But after you have that awareness and after you put it out there, how you hold it really makes a difference. Because some of us hold our dreams in a really negative way. We have our dream, but we're so afraid that we'll never achieve it. We know what we want, but every day when things don't go our way, we get negative. We shut down. We live in fear. We live in fear that it won't happen. We live in fear of all the things that we think are preventing it from happening. And when we do this, it's not that we shut off our dream, but we don't always stay on the path, because once the fear comes in, the fear owns the decision. People don't realize it, but when you look at life through fear, you don't see the moment as it is. And then we don't always make the right decision because we can't listen to our intuition. We can't listen to the facts because they're tainted by our fear that we cannot have the life that we want. And so we might make the decision for certainty. We might say, well, this decision guarantees me more likelihood of success. But if it's through fear, then how could we really know? Because no one knows what the future is going to look like. And sometimes you make decisions based on numbers. Sometimes you make decisions based on experience. But sometimes you make decisions based on your gut. And if you're not afraid, all three of those things can be at play. But when fear kicks in, you're going to want to soothe yourself. You're going to want so much certainty that you might go in the wrong direction. And the third thing is we have to listen to life. When we're trying to make something happen in our lives, when we're trying to manifest, sometimes we push when we're supposed to pause because we want things so badly to change. But life has its own voice. And if we don't listen to life, we don't get a sense of what it's asking us to do in the moment, what it wants from us in that moment. We're going to miss out on so many beautiful moments, but also clues. But we're so busy talking about how life should be, and we're so into the dream that we're forgetting where we stand in the moment and what the moment's asking. We lose the signal. Sometimes life is saying, pause. You don't know the answer yet. It's not time yet. Don't make the decision today. Wait, more information's coming. Pause. Today is a day that you're not supposed to work. You're supposed to take care of yourself so you have the resilience you need for the days to come. Pause. You have to research more. Pause. Sometimes we think life is going against us. We think things aren't working out, but all life is giving us is something that we don't understand in the moment. And there's this great quote that they attribute to Viktor Frankl. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. When we fight with life, when we need to know when there isn't an answer, we're resisting what is, but we're not listening to where life is taking us. So it's really important to listen. And it's a balance to not sit back too much when life is asking us to step forward and not lean forward when life is asking us to lean back or stay present. And it's really an art, but you know when you're pushing too hard and you know when you're resisting the moment. And I'm telling you, that pause, that openness, wisdom will come in. Your intuition will kick in. And we have to remember that time is not always up to us. And just because we don't see things going the way we expected doesn't mean our dreams are not happening. And I've seen people who pause, who wait, who listen. What is life asking of me? What is this moment telling me? And that's where wisdom and manifestation and dreams and possibilities are born. And the fourth piece is making sure you don't live in lack. And again, we get to this place of lack when life's not going the way that we want, that we can't see the future. So that means things are not okay today. So in order to avoid the lack, we remember the gratitude of the moment. And again, gratitude always seems like such an easy, simple answer. But when you're manifesting, gratitude is remembering your resources. It's always remembering what you have. What's so interesting about life is everything could be going okay. And the one thing you don't like, it bothers you so much that it becomes the center of your universe. And then that's all you think about. And we could all get it. When we have a headache, the pain hurts so much, it's hard to remember, oh, our legs are working, our heart is working, our lungs are working, because our headache, it's painful. And when all the other things are going right, we're so used to it. We're so used to the sun rising in the morning. We're so used to having our home. We're so used to having the things that we need that we, in a way, expect them. And that's why the one thing that goes wrong seems out of sync. And so we'll just focus on it. But when we just focus on the problem, we start to live in lack. We start to live in negativity. We start to think about the things that we don't have. We forget all the things that had to come together every day for us to be here, for our body to work, for us to have the things that we do. So what it is, it's a remembrance of your life, a remembrance of all the blessings, a remembrance of all the things that are going right. And I'm not saying you can't feel the thing you don't like, but without a perspective and without remembering all the other things, we lose our gratitude. And gratitude also is a place of manifestation. You sit in all that is, you sit in all that you love, you sit in all that joy. That's great fertile ground to have more of it. And I cannot end the year without giving you a practice for this manifestation. So the first is you write your dreams down, or you already know them already. The second, you have to ask yourself while you're making a decision, where is it coming from? Am I looking for certainty? Am I afraid? Am I making decisions based on the past? Am I following my gut? And maybe we'll help you with this piece as well. Number 3, what is the moment saying to me? Where am I in this moment? Am I in a coherent state? Is what's resonating helping me? Or it's just something that's comfortable? The moment is always guiding us somewhere. And we co-create with the moment when we are present enough to do so. And then we have our gratitude. And our gratitude is just to remember our resources, to remember all the things that are working for us, to remember that life is not against us. So much needs to go right for us to get up every morning. Don't let the thing that bothers you be the only thing in your life. You get to feel whatever you want to feel, but don't forget all the beautiful things, and don't forget all your resources that are here to support you for this moment and for you to find your way. And maybe, to me, is how you hold it all. Because you remember life has maybe, you remember there's an unlimited field, you remember that there's nothing that's certain. But that helps you because you remember your fears aren't certain. That idea of the worst is happening and you're doom and gloom and life's not going your way, you don't know that. And that softens everything. And just to remember the practice, you ask yourself your biggest fear. I'm afraid I will not achieve my dreams in 2026. I'm afraid I won't find love in 2026. I'm afraid I don't have what it takes to manifest in 2026. And then you ask yourself, are you absolutely certain that fear is true? That you can't manifest, that you can't have the life that you want? And the best thing is you can't be certain of anything. And that means you can't be certain of your doubts and your fears. And then you go the maybe practice. Maybe I can have what I want in 2026. Maybe more is possible than I can imagine. Maybe that dream is real. Maybe good things will happen this year. Maybe I need to call my friend for some help. Maybe I need to wait until the decision becomes clear to me. Maybe I will get that job. Maybe I will make more money. Maybe everything's okay. Maybe everything will be okay. You just say these maybe statements again and again, and you write them down for 20 minutes when you feel that negativity, when you feel that uncertainty is winning. And I guarantee it will quiet your fears and give you back that hope to know that what you dream is real. What you seek is seeking you. You have what it takes to manifest in 2026. You have what it takes to live every day feeling the possibility of life, living with an open heart, and knowing these things that you want in your life, they're worthy and you're worthy. And most of all, in 2026, maybe the best is yet to come. Thank you for listening to this podcast today. If you'd like to get in touch with me, you could email me at allison@allisoncarmen.com. If you'd like to buy my books, The Gift of Maybe, A Year Without Men, Maybe Everything's Okay, A Parent's Guide to Less Stress and Worry, they're available at all major bookstores and online retailers. And most of all, wishing you a wonderful, beautiful 2026. And if you like this podcast, I hope you subscribe and leave a comment.